Here's a little practice with product and quotient rule together. So hopefully you know both rules, but what happens if you have a fraction where inside the numerator you have a product? So I'd call that product rule in quotient rule. Inside a fraction you have a product. That's different from quotient rule and product rule. See here, the big thing we have is we have a product and one of the pieces we're multiplying has a quotient. So let's actually do these, okay? So the big picture is we have a quotient rule. Low D high minus high D low, I'll just avoid taking the derivatives for a moment, over low low. So this is the quotient rule, but now I need to take the derivative of the top. The derivative of the top, right, is a product. So how do you take the derivative of the product? I'll put it in here. Derivative of the first, 12x to the third plus 1, times the second unchanged, plus the first unchanged, 3x to the fourth plus x, times the derivative of e to the x, which is, of course, e to the x. So low d high minus high, and then d low, that's 14x. Sound good? So that is product rule inside quotient rule. Let's practice a quotient rule inside a product rule. Big picture here, what's happening is we have derivative of the first times the second unchanged, plus the first unchanged times the derivative of the second. Okay, so derivative of the first, what's the derivative of cosecant? Negative cosecant x cotangent x times the second, first unchanged, times the derivative of the second. Now I'm going to have to use a quotient rule. So low d high, that derivative is easy to take, so I'll just do it in one step. Low d high minus high d low, 4 plus 6x squared, over low squared. Certainly you could simplify both of these, but that gets you to an answer and shows you the process.